Ruby's clever escape from Walter the Wolf. Once upon a time, in a beautiful forest, there lived a clever rabbit named Ruby and a cunning wolf named Walter. Ruby was small, with soft, fluffy fur and big, bright eyes. Walter, on the other hand, was big and strong, with sharp teeth and a sly grin. One sunny morning, Ruby was hopping around, looking for tasty carrots when she accidentally stumbled into Walter's territory. Walter was lounging under a tree when he spotted Ruby. "Well, what do we have here?" he said, licking his lips. "A little rabbit for lunch." Ruby's heart raced, but she quickly thought of a plan. "Oh, Mr. Wolf. Please don't eat me," she said, her voice trembling. "I can help you find something much better than a rabbit." Walter raised an eyebrow, intrigued. "And what could be better than a delicious rabbit?" "A treasure!" Ruby exclaimed. "I've heard there's a hidden treasure in the forest, and I know where it is." Walter's eyes lit up with excitement. "Treasure, you say? Tell me more." Ruby took a deep breath and explained, "If you let me go, I'll show you where the treasure is. But you have to promise not to eat me." Walter thought for a moment. He wanted the treasure, but he also wanted a tasty meal. Finally, he agreed. "Fine. Show me this treasure, and you can keep your fluffy little tail." With a quick hop, Ruby led Walter deeper into the forest. They walked for a while until they reached a large, old oak tree. "The treasure is buried right under this tree," she said, pointing excitedly. Walter's eyes gleamed with greed. "Let's dig it up," he exclaimed. Ruby watched as Walter began to dig with his strong paws. "Hurry, hurry," she urged. "The treasure won't wait forever." As Walter dug, Ruby thought about how to escape. She needed to outsmart the wolf. "You know, Walter, they say that the treasure is guarded by magical creatures. We should be careful," she warned. Walter paused, looking around nervously. "Magical creatures? What do they look like?" "Oh, they're very sneaky and can appear at any moment," Ruby said, trying to buy herself some time. Just then, a squirrel scampered down the tree, chattering loudly. Walter jumped back in fright, thinking it was one of the magical creatures. "What was that?" he yelled. "That's one of them." Ruby pointed. "We should run before they come after us." Walter, now frightened, started to back away. "Maybe we should leave this treasure for another day," he said, looking around nervously. "Good idea," Ruby said, and with that, she dashed away into the bushes. Walter, realizing he had been tricked, growled in frustration. "You won't get away that easily, rabbit." But Ruby was quick and clever. She zigzagged through the trees, making it harder for Walter to catch her. Finally, she found a small hole in a burrow and squeezed through, leaving Walter outside, scratching his head in confusion. After a while, Walter stopped chasing Ruby and sat down, panting. "That rabbit is smarter than I thought," he admitted to himself. "I should have known better than to trust a rabbit with a treasure." Meanwhile, Ruby peeked out of her burrow, smiling. She had outsmarted the wolf. "I guess sometimes brains are better than brawn," she said to herself. From that day on, Walter learned to be more careful and not to underestimate anyone, no matter how small they seemed. And Ruby continued to hop happily through the forest, knowing that cleverness could win over strength.
The end.